So with that being said, that's it. That was the Game Awards in a nutshell. 3+ hours of content, awards, announcements. It's insane. Rob, with all that said, what did you think of the Game Awards?
I think it was longer than it needed to be. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted to. Not necessarily not because of the announcements, but they had a lot of advertisements in there within the Game Awards where I'm like, you could have like just trimmed that down a little bit. Like the award show's not really supposed to be about advertisements. You know, like they kept doing the Facebook gaming thing, and I'm like, okay, like I get it. And what pissed me off the most is it's an award show, but when it came time to give out awards, they would sometimes like speed run through like some of the award categories, and I'm like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Like they just like well, this game and this game and this game and this game and this game. Like, yeah, but this is an award show, not E3 or Tokyo Game Show or something like that. Like this is supposed to like celebrate games. And you're making it into this like marketing tool and hype thing, which I kind of dislike that in my opinion.
Yeah, a few things. I agree with you to a certain extent. I mean, I think they did blow past these awards for the most part. There's a lot of them that they just blew past, right? And that's been a common issue with the Game Awards, where they would, like, even in the pre-show they were announcing awards, right?
It's a pre-show, it's not the actual awards. Yeah.
And then so you beg to ask the question, like, okay, so what is this? Is this for is this the Game Awards? Like, is this something that people should watch for the awards, or are they watching this for the announcements? Like, what is this? And I think Geoff has been doing a great job at building what this is now, right? But I think there's still some issues that continue to keep going every year, right? That being one of the main issues, where it's for the developers, but it doesn't feel like it is the Game Awards because it has a lot of announcements in between. As far as what you said about the commercials and all the stuff that they kind of put as fillers in between, I kind of disagree with you. I think that has to happen, especially with a budget that he is trying to fulfill. Like, he needs those sponsors, he needs those commercials to kind of fill in. Like, that's how he's making the money to make another one for next year, right? Does he have to have as many? Probably not. He could find a way to
make the
slim
show
it
an
down.
hour and a half long. Don't stretch it out 2 hours.
And that's one of my biggest issues with this, right? There's no reason why this should be 3.5 hours, right? This is a very long award ceremony, and it just feels very fluffy. Like, there's a lot of fluff.
It's drawn out.
Between.
100% it's drawn out.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that end, but I mean, it kind of has to, as far as like the all the sponsors and all that stuff that he has, he kind of has to put them in there. You know, he has to kind of make money somehow. But especially with like having the performances that he has, like all those live orchestras and the actors that he has here as well, like Keanu Reeves, like there's a lot that goes involved that's involved in this, and I see where the budget is, but as far as being 3.5 hours, like he could tone at least 2 hours minimum, right?
Yeah, I think 2 hours max should be
max.
The award
Sorry,
show. Max. Absolute max is 2 hours.
Yeah, there's an audience for everybody. I know that a lot of people got out of this what they wanted, right? But at least for us, for the type of games that we play, I don't think it really like sold anything for us, right? We definitely didn't see anything that Sony has to offer, Nintendo has to offer, like you said. So I think that they dropped the ball on that part. So what was the most hyped thing that you saw there? Would you say the Sonic trailer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a Sonic trailer. That was the only thing that made me go, "Oh!" That was it.
Because of Knuckles.
That was literally it.
Yeah.
Maybe Hellblade 2. Maybe Hellblade 2.
Yeah, I think that was probably mine. I think Hellblade 2 really sold it for me because it was such a fantastic showing, and it was like one of the first things that you saw, and I thought they did a fantastic job just showing this off and making it look really special. You know, I think they're going to do a phenomenal job with that game. So I think I'd say Hellblade 2 for sure. That's it, really. I think that's kind of the gist of it. So any final thoughts as far as like what the Game Awards has to offer and what they've shown?
Just make it more about the awards, in my opinion. I think that I would love to. They should do more about in regards to that, or making more of a spectacle when they are about to like announce the award, or put the announcements like right before, like in between each award away. Be like, we have this big announcement before we give this award, and then move on to the next award. I don't want this like announcement, commercial, commercial. Let's speed pass through the awards, and then if by the end of it, it's like 3 hours long. You're like, all right, I'm out of this already. And I don't know. It it could definitely be better, 100%.
I think the pacing is what's causing the issue. Yeah, and he's had that issue in the past too. So I don't know what. Maybe it works for him. Maybe he finds a way that's how it's supposed to be. But in my opinion, I think the pacing is off, and then how long it is excruciating sometimes. But we'll see what next year has to offer.